Ikkumma is a hard-to-kill invoker that excels at evading or blocking damage. Ikkumma's empowered attack is Invoke Inferno, which heavily damages a single tower. Like other single-target empowered invokes, this spell should easily take out one tower anywhere near Ikkumma's level. Ikkumma's durability comes from its dual defensive spells, Smoke Form and Persevere. Smoke Form is a long-duration cloak spell that increases Ikkumma's breath damage when it expires. Persevere is a shield that blocks all damage and mage super shots. Because Persevere is blocked by blue mage towers, you'll want to take those out when Smoke Form ends. Then, quickly activate Persevere's shield. Ikkumma's final spell is a red offensive blast called Incinerating Bolt. Incinerating Bolt launches a swift blast of fire at a random nearby tower, completely obliterating it. Ikkumma's dual defensive spells can get it through some very challenging bases, but the dragon lacks healing ability, making recovering from mistakes challenging. Ikkumma flourishes with careful rage management and can fight through some very powerful bases when flown well. Jaalkan is a versatile hunter that rewards quick decisions and accurate spell use. Jaalkan's passive provides a constant bonus to attack damage and gives the dragon significantly more rage generation than most hunters. Jaalkan's offense comes from a combination of 3 spells, 2 of which alternate their castings with each other. The first, Prison of Zur, calls back to the instigator of the rebellion against the Celestials. It freezes targets that it hits for several seconds, allowing Jaalkan to lock down troublesome towers while blasting away at the main thread. Jaalkan's Call of Justice spell alternates between a white, single-target damage spell called Call of Freedom and the base spell Call of Justice, which is a red single-target damage spell. Both spells deal enough damage to destroy a tower and provide a small amount of healing. However, the red call provides more and comes with a longer cooldown. Getting the most out of the red call spell considerably increases Jaalkan's damage output and survivability. Like many hunters, Jaalkan relies on a cloak to evade damage. Jaalkan's Counter-Strike spell is a rapid-use variant of Cloak that replenishes ammo and offers a significant increase in damage to Jaalkan's attack. This bonus adds to the dragon's passive damage increase when it is active. Jaalkan was a champion of good who lived in the far north and joined Zul's rebellion against the Celestials with pure intent. Jaalkan's allegiance to the rebellion caused many to question the celestial motives and brought others into the rebellion. Now fighting as a partisan mostly on its own, Jaalkan still believes that freedom and justice must triumph. Kenarix is a frontline sorcerer that brawls its way through bases, using a variety of offensive spells and 2 defensive options. Kinnarix is a battle leader and is always accompanied by a passive summons. This warrior dragon blazes the way for Kinnarix and boosts the dragon's rage generation. A dual set of defensive spells allow Kinnarix to survive the front lines. Bulwark, an invulnerable shield, provides the dragon's first line of defense. Bulwark lasts for a few seconds, and when it expires, leaves marks on nearby towers that heal the dragon when the tower is destroyed. Bulwark alternates with Overlord's Assault, a powerful spell that damages nearby towers, causes all projectiles to miss, and slows the dragon's flight speed while active. Protected by those spells, Kenarix devastates bases with its other 2 spells, Opening Salvo and Barrage. Opening Salvo is a single-target nuke that destroys a tower. Use this spell to start picking apart an island's defensive towers. Barrage is a lightning spell with 1 extra bounce. This second bounce does significantly increase damage and destroys the unlucky tower. Kinnarix was a frontline leader and tactician who fought against Zul's rebellion. A practical leader who has been through many battles, Kinnarix is now willing to tap any source of power or use any tool available in order to bring the lingering conflict to an end. Tzumat is a sturdy defensive warrior that can endure a tremendous amount of damage. Tzumat is loaded with defensive options. The dragon's go-to defensive spell is a toggled shield called Armor of Stone. While Armor of Stone is active, it drains a small amount of rage. Absent other effects, Tzumat's passive rage generation can usually keep up with the shield's cost. Armor of Stone blocks 80% of incoming damage and increases Tzumat's breath damage. Rock Barrier is a blue spell that calls 2 boulders together in front of the dragon to block attacks. This additional layer of defense provides an answer to long-range towers. Rock Barrier's utility mean that it's often correct to prioritize disabling or destroying any blue mage towers near the dragon. Boulder Drop is a long-range, medium-area spell that damages and disables any towers that it hits. The key to getting the most out of this dragon is making sure that Boulder Drop disables the correct towers. Avalanche Breath is Sumot's other offensive tool. This spell greatly increases the dragon's breath damage for a short amount of time. While Avalanche Breath is active, destroying towers heals Tzumat for a moderate amount of health.